welcome to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. So, how are you today? Oh, I don't know. I just put my turquoise on. It's been charging on my magic table all day. So, after yesterday, well, I think I can confidently report did good things. It was meant to be how it was yesterday. You know, those 4 triggers I went through, I told you about. I've just seen an orb. Went straight down. Did you see it? And today, I knew this morning, when I woke up, I saw the sunshine. I knew it was a beautiful day. I knew I was going to have a beautiful day, a peaceful day, a very calm day. And it has turned out to be like that, exactly that. Not too much happening. I've done some of my podcasts. I'm away end of next week, so I won't be coming on to see you guys for about a week. So I want to do my pick-a-power before I go as well for the new month. And obviously, you know, we are charging towards our partial lunar eclipse and our full moon in Pisces coming at the end of this week. So I'll be away for that. And I wonder if I'll see that beautiful moon over in Spain. That would be lovely, won't it? Anyway, I will think of you guys, of course. But in the meantime, let's go with our daily as we go this week, as often as we can. But let's start with today, going into our new week, our weekly guidance. We do this on a Sunday, don't we? We get together, I put my food in my air fryer and I come and I sit with you guys and we see where we're at. Well, coming off the peaceful energy, the energy that is saying to us, it's okay. You can just rest, just rejuvenate, just be calm for now, because the energy is going to start to build towards the end of the week. It is a very strong energy asking us to please, making sure that in this transformations period and this in between, that we absolutely do clear what we need to clear. So if you can do it all at once like me, but I haven't, but there'll be more. But if you can do it as much as you can, not to ignore it, that is what the aim of this week will be for you. And I hope that you get the blessings that you deserve coming your way really soon, because that is how the energy is starting to feel a bit more momentum. Let's see what our guidance is for this week anyway, but especially for today. But let's ask today's guidance with our calendar. There are no bad events, only bad moods. And the brave are fearless. So do you agree with that? Now today is 23rd, so it's a 23 day, which is 5, which is the transformation. So there are no bad events. Events are things that don't go to plan. I'm hearing this for a reason. Someone needs to hear this. Things that don't go to plan were never meant to go to plan. Can you trust that? Sometimes we can't. So what is meant for you will always find you. It won't pass you by. If it's meant to be what it's meant to be, it's no point in worrying about that. It is just about how you respond to it, how you take it on, how you deal with it, how you believe in it, how you see a lesson from it, whatever, right? That's where we are thinking. Our mindset has to change. It has to be about that. So out of the chaos can come calm. Out of the, the light, out of the darkness comes the light. We know this. We understand this. So it's about balancing. And I was standing in the field a little bit earlier on and I was thinking, you know what? I've got so much happening over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be amazing. But you know what? I know it's happening. I know there's loads coming. I can feel that. But right now, I just brought myself back to my now. I stood in that field in the sunshine, watching this beautiful white butterfly just circling around us. Wherever we were in the field, this white butterfly circled around. So I thought that's a beautiful indication that grace is with us today, that the spirit is here. It's the purity of that white butterfly that really resonated with me. So because of that, I feel like I needed to get the Sacred Forest Oracle was calling me when I sat down, as well as our Spirit Song Tarot. So the two together. I've also got, obviously, the Inner Temple Activator card we're going to start with. But I also have these lovely little guidebook the guide from Nordic Light. And these are lovely little cards, and I used them today for something, and then I thought, oh, and I put them on the table, and I thought they want to stay for a reason. So we'll see them at the end, and we'll see what comes out, okay? Anyway, let's call in the energy. Let's see what our guidance is coming up for this week ahead. Week ahead for us, please, spirits. Let's have a little look. What is our week ahead? Oh, okay. So there we go. I'm not sure now. There's 3 cards here, which we don't normally get, but there we are. We have got separation and connection, the Chamber of Power. Okay, very strong. Chamber of Power has come out. And we've got Destiny Life and Fated Life. Now, the minute I have these 2 types of situations, cards, in front of me, I start to think, well, what is it that I am feeling? Because you've got to take what resonates. Now, what did I say about 4 minutes ago? I said about balance, didn't I? So out of the light, out of the darkness comes light. Out of chaos comes calm. That type of thing, right? I was sort of giving you that sort of information. This is what this is feeling like for me. So if I have a look, you've got something that's separated. There's a separation. The detachment, the separation of something. What are you seeing in it? Are you seeing that it's your opportunity to take back your power, to change something in your life? So remember, we're in this transformation period. When we think about separation, often it is quite dark, but you can see there's the light, and the light then is the connection. So is there something that you are learning to do in order for connection? Okay, so that could be what this is meaning. And the same here, the Fated Life came out the same as this separation. So are you staying in the well-known, the comfortable, even though you know it's not comfortable? It still brings you some pain and darkness and what have you. Or like me yesterday, did you see this clearly? In order for the connection, something new, a new connection, maybe with another person, some sort of connection that will bring a destined life. And remember, the destined life is the life that is the unknown, is the life that you maybe have to take a bit of a leap of faith. Chamber of Surrender is also on the bottom. And I don't normally look at so many cards with these significators, but maybe because we said it's a weekly guidance, perhaps as we go through the week, you will absolutely recognize that by taking back your power, what you have done is you've surrendered to an opportunity that could bring about new connections as well as this destiny life for you. Okay? So take how this resonates so far. You know your story. You know your situation. I'm going to read the Chamber of Power because we haven't had this one out, I don't think, ever, or maybe in a long time. So this is very much about balance, very much about all your chakras being in alignment, okay? And that is taking your power, allowing for that to be. And I actually did a Qigong today, and that's exactly what we did. We brought back the balance and alignment, and I'm glad I did that because after yesterday I needed to make sure I was back in balance. The Chamber of Power is an invitation to cultivate your inner strength, confidence, and trust in yourself. So already your inner strength with the separation, all right, the darkness, power, and trust in yourself to go away from a fated life to a destined life, to go into the unknown. Yeah? Choose to occupy and cultivate your sacred power. You're here for a reason. Your body is a sacred vehicle. You were born with it, and it's yours to own. Within you, you have everything you need to do whatever you're called to do. You hold the keys to your inner power. There's nothing you need to be other than who you already are. So often we learn to dim our light or water down our power in order to accommodate others or to fit in. But you didn't come here to fit in. No person did. So no matter what your body is, yours, or what gifts you possess, no person is more worthy of power than you. And you're no more worthy of power than any other. Power isn't a finite resource. We can stand tall together. So maybe that is why the connection is what you are going to be receiving on the other side of this separation. Leaving the old life, leaving the old people, leaving the old friends, all the clearing up we've been doing, yeah? For too long, we've learned to turn against each other to compete, shrink, or conquer others. We put others on a pedestal or attempt to stand higher than them in order to own our strength and inner gifts. You hold the keys to your inner power, and you can open that door deep within right now. If you were feeling empowered, what would you say or do? All right, so we'll just very quickly look through the separation and connection card. So connection is unity, relationships, interaction, interdependence, separation, isolation, detachment. Okay, so you decide where you're sitting at the moment, and it's absolutely fine. It's not that it's not going to happen. It's just that this week, this situation is going to be very clear to you, ready for the full moon and the lunar eclipse. So if it's about your relationships, it's about that getting hurt, going through the pain, understanding the why, okay, and the lesson of it, what you've learned from it, and how you can maybe connect back to yourself. Remember, we're talking about power. So it's your power, okay, your power, connecting back to your power. I don't know why I picked up that one, okay. And the connection is the invitation for you to consider how you can deepen your connection with someone. If it appears with separation, consider how you're being called to separate yourself from a situation energetically. So take what resonates for you right now. And then we have that destiny life and fated life. So your destiny life is your soul path. It's your life purpose. It's the courage to be rewarded. It's listening to yourself. It's being daring and passionate and doing what's true for you. Your fated life is your safe option. It's your external influences. It's listening to others, the opinion of others. So perhaps in this separation, you recognize that this was a fated life. This is what you were doing. And now it's time to change how you feel, how you respond, how you show up. The destiny life is the life the soul dreams of. So what is your purpose? How can you serve? This is what the full moon in Pisces will be asking of you. It requires listening to and trusting the wild and daring call within. With courage comes reward and fulfillment. And what did we say here? The brave are fearless. So it is about that today. You know, the bad mood, the bad event is your separation, is your dark coming into the light, is the understanding of that for you now. You have chosen this. This is what Spirit is wanting you to be very sure of coming up to this next stage, the full moon stage. All right, so we will get our sacred forest next. Let's get these books ready. Okay. Because our sacred forest is really grounding ourselves, making sure, and excuse me, bless me, confirmation. As I set down, this called to me the red jasper again, 111. You might see that as a number. And also I am. The I am mantra, I am that I am, staying grounded, staying who you are, being blessed with grace, you will be rooted. So making sure that this, can you see the highest rainbow is right there on your root chakra, making sure you are grounded in this moment, grounded in your knowing, grounded in your feeling. Okay. I also put on the aventurine crystal, so you might be being drawn to crystals. Aventurine is about good fortune. It's about having good faith. Okay, it's guidance, good, strong guidance, healing. It's a healing stone. Right, so interesting. And I was just talking about crystals. The crystal cave has come out. It's a number 9. So today was all about 9s as well for me. So I will take this as my confirmation. Trust right now. Trust in the process. Trust in what you are being shown. Okay, you can see here she's looking into things very clearly. Trust in the process. Also, the bluebell fairy has come out. How beautiful. Look at those bluebells. Aren't they lovely? She has come out with gratitude, and look at the color of those. They're bluebells, but they almost look purple, which is our intuition, strong intuition. Bluebell fairy, beautiful. And there's my stag again. So the stag came out for me the other day very strongly. I'm being called to get those cards as well now. Excuse me. Okay, right, let's have a look. Anything else, please? One more card. Trust and gratitude. Being very aware of where you are. Being very thankful for how much you have. I've just been doing my gratitude on the way home. Nothing else. What is underneath? Family. Okay. So trust and gratitude. 2 very strong indications for you this week. Sitting in that belief, that trust in the process, trust in your inner knowing, trust in your higher self, trust in your spirit team. Number 9. You stand before the cave, but you can't see in. Although you don't know what to expect, certitude is rising within you. So with Destiny Life, remember, it's about the not knowing, but trusting that you can do this. It doesn't matter. Being fearless. Certain shamanic initiations occurred in caves because they were thought to be places where your intuition could be activated. The appearance of this card is a message to believe in your intuition, no matter where it takes you. Have faith in yourself and know that you're divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Trust your feelings about others and about situations. You're exactly where you need to be. Trust is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Believe, you've planted your seeds, now give them time to grow. In cultures throughout the world, the cave represents the womb, a source of life. They are where early humans sought shelter and protection. In the depth of the cave, know that you are safe and protected. So, the spirit of the crystal cave says, you can let go and allow your clear, focused intuition to flow freely. Follow the nudges from your soul and listen to others, but trust your instincts. Wow. And I kept saying to you, take what resonates, didn't I? So trust your instincts. You know this. We have also got a beautiful number 6. The bluebell fairy. The early morning forest is shrouded in low-lying mists. As you step into the meadow, you glimpse heavenly blue flowers seeming to float above the mist. Each bell-shaped blossom bows down on its stem as if in prayer, humility, or gratitude. Gratitude is the secret to a joy-filled life. True thankfulness can work like modern-day alchemy, yielding happiness and peace beyond imagination. And it's so simple. Find what's good and wonderful in every moment. No matter what's happening around you, there's always something to be grateful for. Whatever you appreciate in life will grow, so discover what you're thankful for, even the people and situations you found challenging, and watch miracles unfold. The universe is grateful for you. Appreciation for everything flows through you in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and miracles will abound. In addition to gratitude, bluebells are thought to symbolize humility. As you step into the soft, gentle energy of humbleness, you'll find that your gratitude for even the smallest things in life expands. Bluebells open the door to magic. Legends describe ringing the bluebell like you would a bell in order to bring fairies to you. In the spring, bluebells grow throughout the woodlands in a lush carpet, and you can feel the magic simply by being near. So the spirit of the bluebell fairy says, the more gratitude that you have, the more bounty will fill your life. Cherish the preciousness of all things, and joy will fill your life. The universe is thankful for you. Isn't that beautiful? So we've had that both times, that the universe is thankful for you. Trust in this beauty. Trust in what is being given to you right now. That is so lovely. Trust, 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 trust. Watch for your signs and synchronicities as much as you can. I got home today and my outside, the sunbed, right? That cat is lying on there. Belongs a couple of doors down. Just sitting on my bed looking in. I thought, yeah, nice message. Standing in the field, I looked up and there was the hawk, but he was far up high today, didn't come any closer. And as I said, the white butterfly kept coming around me and Lad all the time on the field. Wherever we were grazing, wherever we were standing, there was the little white butterfly flittering around us. So look out for your signs and just have beautiful gratitude for that, because nature is such a humbler, and it's so beautiful to be able to sort of sit in that sort of gratitude of being in a beautiful place, seeing the beautiful signs of nature. Just do that all this week as much as you can. Have that gratitude and just trust. You call your power back. You've done this. You've made sure you can clear up whatever it is that you need to clear up. Alchemize it. Let it change for you. All right. So let us ask this beautiful Spirit Song Tarot for guidance for this week. Straight away. My goodness me. We have got Mental Clarity Foundation with the Ace of Feathers. Wow. We've also got the King of Crystals, Courage and Commitment. We've also got the Wheel, Change and Possibilities. And you were, honestly, how weird is this? I was watching something on TikTok, and it's they've done with tarot cards, they've animated them, and I was watching this little the Wheel tarot become this little person, and that takes the wheel and talks about what the Wheel tarot signifies. And I was just watching that, and here it is, number 10, New Beginnings, Change and Possibilities, the Wheel. Amazing. And finally, 8 of Shells, the Quest and Renewal. So this week, clarity, you've built this foundation, have the trust. The foundation is your trust, is your belief. Okay, it is your gratitude that you have for your journey, for you, for your spirit team. Keep that focus this week. So the Ace of Feathers. Where is feathers? Shells. Acorns, right. Ace of Feathers. Skilled at traveling through arduous terrain, Goat is your sure-footed guide into uncharted facets of the self. Determined and self-reliant, he will direct you in expanding the confidence needed to ascend to new heights. Remember the bravery, being courageous, going forward, while at the same time establishing a foundation on which to stand. The groundedness. Goat is the disciplinarian of activating mental powers that spark progress and growth. Be receptive to insightful clarity. By focusing on your intentions, you'll provide yourself with a clear plan. Embark on a new adventure with the trust that your efforts will harvest a prosperous future. Your keywords are clarity, new ideas, effort, vision, breakthrough, and new beginnings and honesty. Right, so we have the King of Crystals. Straight to him, not Tiger. He was in the reverse, so I am going to see about that, because the reason why we've had this idea of separation and connection and fated life and destiny life, and depending on where you're at, where you're weak, what you need to do, that's why I'm going to read the two, okay? King, it's about courage and commitment. A master of prosperity, everything Tiger touches turns to gold. He's courageous and methodical in his approach to meet a goal and leaps upon a solution when challenged with a problem. Tiger is a natural leader and supports others in their goals while consistently working towards meeting his own. He's satisfied with his life and enjoys his peaceful place of retreat whenever he needs to unwind. Tiger is your guide in making a commitment to a long-term goal and reminds you that you can reap rewards just as he has done. Take pride in your achievements and be on the lookout for great opportunities. Now, the reversed message is review your progress and decide whether you're taking the right steps in meeting your goals. Set yourself a healthy routine and be open to changes. So there's a very strong, depending where you are, where you feel you are, what resonated when we talked about these two cards with the Chamber of Power, okay, in the very beginning. So you take, because reversed words are stubbornness or dissatisfaction or about instability. So maybe about grounding, coming back into balance. When it's in the upright position, it's about sort of courage and reliability and commitment and determination. So, you know, there's no bad events, there's only bad moves, and the brave are fearless. So where are you right now? Trust in this process, but you've got to work through it. You've got to go with what it is. So number 10, the wheel, also had the reverse side of things, and we're going to look at that as well. So events may at times seem random, but the wheel of life holds an intelligent structure and a higher working force. Akin to the energies of the turning wheel, Octopus is a master in adapting fluidly to change. With the ability to gracefully move through new challenges, her flexibility is a reminder to acclimate to the ever-changing cycles of life. Octopus will be your guide as you move towards your goals in unexpected ways to achieve your desired results. Go with the flow and release your past restrictions. So separation, release, clear up. It was funny, as I sat down and I was doing things, my Palo Santo fell, and the dust, the ashes fell on my table, and I was a little pile, and I went, oh, cleaning up the ashes, clean it up, okay? The key to success is adaptability. When you tune into the rhythm of the universe, you will be the master of your own destiny. So your key words is about good fortune, turning point. But in a reverse state, if negative patterns have been present throughout your life, take the opportunity to resolve them by identifying what it is that is setting you back. So make the required changes with a new awareness of the responsibilities you'll need to adapt to. Things will eventually turn in your favor. As I said, there's always light after darkness. There's always peace after chaos. Trust in this. Take your power. Ground yourself, making sure we as a collective, we are at different stages, but the majority of my network, my collective, will be not far behind, not far in front. We'd be all in a very similar pattern. We'd be understanding each other. You might be watching this and thinking, oh, I had this a couple of days ago. Like me was yesterday. But today, it's a piece. You might be getting that chaos a little bit today. The triggers, the having to tidy out, this lesson that you need to be learning, coming back round. So this is a sort of lack of resolution, imbalance in that stage, okay? And then we had the 8 of Shells, which was in the upright straight away, our beautiful starfish. Quest and renewal. Starfish is the guardian of healing and regeneration. She disentangles herself from what she doesn't need and moves forth with a new pulse of life. She will teach you to maneuver successfully in a situation and to nurture your personal power. Chamber of Power, personal power. Starfish will help you discover your innate abilities to find new opportunities in search of higher truth and possessing divine information from earth and sky. Starfish is reminding you to follow your own starlight. Flow with the waters of trust. Trust. Flow with it. Okay. Gratitude. Flow with it. And be confident in knowing what is right for you. Take the time needed to rest and renew. So the key words are letting go. It's the end of a cycle. It's a quest. It's renewal. It's healing. It's soul searching and emotional courage. So the brave are fearless. So absolutely beautiful connections between the cards today for us. And very, very clear. Very clear. All right, that's lovely. Okay, so let us now take these little guidance cards and ask for this week. What can we expect this week? What is, oh, hang on. What is coming? Money, resolution, transformation, change. It all came out, but we are going to ask for it to come out properly. Right, here we go. Can we have all of those beautiful things this week? What can you tell us? Show me, universe, how good it's going to get this week. Show me, show me. Good vibes. Lovely. On top of the wheel, we have good vibes. Intuition, as we said, making sure you're using your intuition this week. Follow your guidance. Listen to those nudges. Be aware and be able to listen. That's very important this week, okay? Self-expression. All right? What are you seeing? How are you expressing yourself? How are you thinking about things? Okay? Kindness. There is an opportunity. Look, there's a golden ticket. Something is coming for you. And you will have a key. So, a key to something. Good vibes. Kindness, intuition, and self-expression is all about this week. So what is it that you've learned? Remember, we talked about this in terms of suddenly you have that aha moment, take your power, have that moment of clarity, understanding, awareness. That's the key. So that is what is being shown to you, all right? With kindness and intuition, your self-expression is going to look very different this week. It's going to really give you a lot of change, a lot of courage, good vibes. Yeah, good vibes. Beautiful. All right, I am being told I need to take, what is that? These cards, where my stag was calling to me. Okay, so these are the Astro Ascension cards. Let's see for this week, please. Guidance. Show me how good it gets. Show me. What is our guidance for this week with the Astro Ascension? There's a lot of change, a lot of beautiful change. Yes, there's a big breakthrough. Chiron, transformation, wounded healer. Okay, so going deep, making sure you do. That's a lot, Spirit. Let's just take not so many. Okay. Light of transcendence. Find power in the shadows. Okay, beautiful. I think that's it. Yes, that is it. My stag hasn't come out to me again. Oh, there we are. Beautiful. Okay, so we have got, I'm going over here for a minute. Pluto, light of transcendence, find power in the shadow. This is a judgment, okay? So this really is about transformation, deep truths, all right? So work out what you need this week because it is the call. 1111, very special card, very much. You might start seeing a lot of 1111. I certainly have. It's alignment. It is really taking back your power, being in an alignment with the universe, being in an alignment with the signs, synchronicities, seeing things because you're in alignment with the universe. It's a new gateway. It's activation. It is also divine timing. We've also got keep the faith, 222. Magic, absolute magic. The purpose, balance, harmony, trust, standing strong, positive attitude. Again, it's divine timing for us right now. We have got transforming that pain into growth. That separation part, the learning the lessons, getting that dark into the light, transmuting energy, alchemizing energy. That is what this is all about. This is going deep. Chiron goes really deep. And yesterday, that's how I felt. Emotional, plus your spiritual wounds, inner trauma, deep struggles, healing wisdom, insights, healing power. All right. We've also got Saturn, the right action, the world card, light of the teacher. The right action now. The discipline, the structure, obstacles. Remember, we talked about taking back your power, doing your routine, making sure that you're not listening to other people. You're not on that fated path anymore. This is your destined life. Destiny is calling. This is the call. Destiny is calling you right now. Trust in it. Trust the process. We've also got the self. The Emperor and the Tower, redefining who you are, your DNA, your thumbprint, your new beginning, self-image, ego, self-expression, who you want to be, kind, open, intuition, using your intuition, guidance, your self-expression, first impression on others, identity, your personality, body appearance even. So me, I struggle with that. I'm not going to lie, you know. We had the first card out was the breakthrough with the dragon, galactic guides, difficulty stuck, savior, courage, action, powerful, protection, divine intervention, dragon energy, breakthrough. There is a breakthrough coming. This is our final sort of stages in the in-between. So once that, we've had the solar eclipse, then it's the lunar eclipse. By about February next year, everything will have come into its form, I'm hearing. So trust in that. And we have this enlightenment, the lotus. Wow, that is magic for me. Master Buddha. Seed of awakening, awareness, meditation, spiritual path, liberation, ascension, deep truths and insights, purity. What did I say about my little white butterfly going around? And eternity. So, yeah, the lotus, I've never had that card come out. That is absolutely pure beauty. My enlightenment card, I'm going to leave it there on my stand. So there we go, my friends. I hope that has given you a beautiful insight for this week. Complete and utter change if you choose to do it, if you choose to take it, because it is your turn, it is your time. This is so enlightening for me as well. I love having this opportunity to talk to you guys about these things. So thank you so much for giving me this insight. I really am very, very grateful. Oh, I'm just being told before I finish, Spirit wants me to just take these cards as well. Return to self. Okay, the return to self. Oracle guidance. Again, I'm feeling it's very sort of energetic. It's very sort of galactic. We've got this breakthrough that is coming from galactic guides. And I feel that's why they're asking me this higher self, this inner knowing, this quite deep, this deepness. Okay, self-expression. Can we have guidance then with this for the week? What do you want to tell us? Finally, please, this final energy, information. Letters you never sent. Forgiveness, expression, release. Unspoken words still heal when felt fully. I saw this card in the bottom of the pack when I started shuffling. Isn't that interesting? And it's come out. So letters you never sent. What is it that you haven't done? Inner sanctuary, self-love, safety and presence. Okay, so your calm is your sacred ground. So this is what I was feeling very much today with my energy, being in this sort of inner sanctuary, this blessing. We've also got the open door, permission, choice, awakening. You don't need a sign, just take a step. Be brave. This door is opening, I'm hearing, ready for this next moon. The first spark, beginnings, intuition, there it is. Stick with your intuition. And finally, can you believe it? There it is, our beautiful lotus flower again. And if you haven't ever seen me before, I will tell you again, the lotus flower will flower, bloom, and seed at the same time. It's very magical, comes out of dirty, murky waters and rises up into the sunshine and opens up. Okay, so you're coming out of this dark time into light, into an awareness, into an enlightenment, and you are flowering and you are planting new seeds and you're going. These new seeds are growing on your new destiny, your new path. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Patience though. Trust is here. Trust. We've got it on the table. So that is your final messages for today. I hope that it has inspired you as much as it has me. Honestly, release, surrender, and peace at the bottom. Release, surrender, and peace. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm very blessed to have been able to give this beautiful reading to my beautiful collective. Thank you for being here. Wish you a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you in the week before I go away, I'm sure. If not, have a beautiful week. Trust in your guidance. Much love. Bye-bye.